The stoicism you've seen all over the internet. The cold showers, the stone face, the never let them see you feel anything mentality. That's not stoicism. That's a sales pitch. And it's almost the exact opposite of what Marcus Aurelius actually wrote. In the next 8 minutes or so, I'm going to show you the 5 lies you've been sold about Stoicism, what the real philosophy actually says, and why the real version might exactly be what you've been looking for, especially if hustle culture has never once felt like home to you. And the 5th lie is the one almost nobody talks about, because there's no money in telling you the truth about it. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to Emberhollow. I'm Heidi. And my feathered friend here is Jesper, the Moonstone Owl archivist of Emberhollow. A few years ago, I was the person collecting routines, the 5 a.m. alarms, the color-coded habit tracker with its proud little row of ticks, right up until the empty squares started. And every time I missed a day, I quietly fell apart, then started again, harder. It took me years to realize the problem wasn't my willpower. It was the version of self-improvement I'd been sold. What finally changed things wasn't a harder routine. It was an old philosophy I'd completely misunderstood, and one tiny practice I still keep, every single night. I made this channel so you can skip the years I spent getting it wrong. So let's take this philosophy back. 5 lies, starting with the one you've definitely seen this week. If you typed the word Stoicism into a search bar right now, you'd think it was a competition to see who can care the least. Stone faces, clenched jaws. Emotions are weakness. Here's the problem with that. Marcus Aurelius, the most famous Stoic who ever lived, the Roman emperor whose private journal became the book Meditations, was not a stone-faced man. He wrote about grief. He buried children. And he wrote about it. He reminded himself to be patient with difficult people, the way you'd be patient with family. His journal is one of the most tender documents to survive the ancient world. The actual Stoic teaching isn't feel nothing. It's this: feel everything, and then choose what you do next. The feeling is human. The Stoics never asked you to delete your feelings. They asked you not to hand it the steering wheel. You might be wondering, then where did the stone-face version come from? Mostly from people selling toughness to young men. Which brings us straight to lie number 2. The internet's version of Stoicism is basically a suit of armor. Get hard, get cold, let nothing in, let nothing out. But the Stoics built their whole philosophy on 4 virtues. And when you actually look at them, armor is nowhere on the list. Wisdom, seeing things clearly, courage, doing what matters anyway, temperance, knowing when enough is enough, and justice, which to the Stoics meant something very close to kindness. Your character is measured by how you treat people. An armored person can't practice justice. You can't be kind from inside a shell. The Stoics weren't building walls. They were building a steady center. There's a difference between being hard and being steady. Hard things shatter. Steady things hold. And if you've ever felt like the self-improvement world wasn't built for someone like you, the next lie is probably why. Open any big Stoicism channel and you'll see it immediately. The branding is masculine, gym floor grey. The titles are about dominance and being feared and making people regret losing you. Here's what's funny about that. 2,000 years ago, a Stoic teacher named Musonius Rufus, Epictetus's actual teacher, argued in public in ancient Rome that women should study philosophy exactly as men did. His reasoning was simple. Virtue has no gender. Wisdom has no gender. A steady mind has no gender. The philosophy was never the problem. The marketing is the problem. Stoicism belongs to anyone doing the quiet work of becoming someone, and the version of it I'll be sharing on this channel is the one the Stoics actually taught. Now, lie number 4 is the one I believed the longest. Maybe you do too. Master the art of not caring. You've seen that title 100 times, and it sounds like freedom, doesn't it? Just stop caring, and nothing can hurt you. But the Stoics never said stop caring. They said something far more useful. Care accurately. Epictetus put one idea at the very front of his handbook. Some things are up to you, and some things are not. Your choices, your responses, your effort, up to you. Other people's opinions, the weather, the past, not up to you. Not caring is numbness. Caring accurately is peace. When you stop spending your heart on things you were never in charge of, you don't end up empty. You end up with more care for the things that are actually yours. Your attention comes home. Quick question for you. Of everything you worried about this week, how much of it was actually in your control? Be honest. That answer is the whole philosophy in one moment, which leaves the last lie, the one nobody profits from correcting. The modern self-improvement machine runs on quick fixes, 5 rules, 10 tricks, transform your life by Friday. So of course Stoicism got packaged the same way. As a productivity hack you install once. But here's what the Stoics actually did, every single day. Marcus Aurelius journaled in the morning before the empire came calling. Seneca reviewed his day every night, gently, like a friend going over it with him, not a judge. Small, quiet practices, repeated for a lifetime, not a hack. A practice, not a transformation by Friday, a becoming by seasons. That's the version of Stoicism nobody sells, because you can't sell a quiet life back to people you've trained to chase a loud one. But it's the version that works, and it's the version this channel is built on. So, the Stoicism you were sold, feel nothing, armor up, men only, stop caring, hack your life. The Stoicism that's real, feel everything and choose well. Build a steady center, open to anyone, care accurately, and practice quietly every day. You don't have to become harder to become steadier. That's the whole misunderstanding undone. Before I let you go, I'm curious, which of these 5 lies did you believe the longest? Tell me in the comments. I will read everyone, and I genuinely want to know which version of Stoicism found you first. If you want to start the real practice tonight, I've made you something. It's called The Seeker's Morning Pages, a free 7-day Stoic reflection guide. 1 quiet prompt a day. No hustle, no pressure. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And if this felt like someone finally said the quiet part out loud, subscribe. Twice a week we sit down with the real philosophy, as a fireside chat, not a sermon, and do the slow, steady work together. Next time, I'm sharing the one Stoic habit that quiet people have always used, the one that looks like nothing from the outside and changes everything underneath. Subscribe so it finds you. And if it's already out, it's waiting on your screen right now. Until then, seekers, walk gently, be kind, and remember, you are already enough. The best self you seek is already inside you.